Welcome back to the Podcrastinators. Today was a big day for, I guess the movie didn't come out today, but it's a big movie for Illumination that we saw.
A big movie for us.
A big movie for us as well. We saw the Mario movie. We're obviously, along with the rest of the world, huge fans of Mario. So
exactly. We love our boy in blue.
we love our boy in blue. Not the boy in green, though. That Luigi bastard.
I guess the boy in red.
The boy in red, yeah. I guess it's, people know this now, but if you don't, this is the highest grossing animation film of all time now.
Devastating that Mithrigan is no longer the biggest hit of 2023.
Didn't Illumination Illumination has held this title with other movies too, right? I think with Despicable Me.
I have no idea on the history.
I think with Pets, maybe.
I know Frozen 2. Mario beat out Frozen 2.
Yeah.
That's what just got dethroned. So
okay, gotcha.
Disney had it before. Fuck you, Disney.
Fuck you, Disney. And fuck you, Illumination.
Yeah, while we're at it.
We'll just get that out of the way.
I do want to say
this was the best animated Illumination for sure. I mean, I haven't seen The Grinch. I hear people like The Grinch, so that's my only grain of salt there.
The thing about The Grinch is, do you know who Scott Mosier is?
No.
So Scott Mosier directed The Grinch, and he went to film school with Kevin Smith, and he produced all of Kevin Smith's films up until maybe Zack and Miri or maybe Jersey Girl.
But so
I could be wrong on
a good
that.
number of them regardless.
But he started his career with Kevin Smith. They went to film school together pretty much.
Interesting.
He produced Clerks, all the classics.
Damn, okay.
So that's why I like The Grinch, just because Scott Mosier directed it. That's his directorial debut.
I'd say I like the Mario movie. I don't think it's as good as the original live action one.
Yeah, I also just want to say at the top that if you're a Nintendo fan, you should go watch this movie because we're going to spoil it, you know? We're definitely going to be spoiling all the Easter eggs and stuff, so if you care about that,
yeah,
you should go watch the movie.
Don't listen to this after you watch the movie.
Yeah. Go watch the movie and then come back to this.
But yeah, general overview thoughts. I thought it was enjoyable. I feel like I've been saying this on a lot of episodes. Still very by the numbers, unoffensive, predictable.
It's because we've been going to the movies a lot and we've been watching shitty movies on the off weeks.
Yeah, but genuinely, there has to be something like a skeleton we could write out that when we go see a movie, we're like, yep, hit that note, hit that note, hit that note. Yep, all right, guys, we got a script.
No, the one that does it for me is what's the word? It's like the darkest moment or whatever. Every script has the dark moment where everything is at their lowest. It seems like the villain is finally won and the hero is not going to be able to come back from it. Yeah. And that moment in this movie was when Mario and Donkey Kong got eaten by the fish.
By the barracuda.
Yeah, and Bowser was about to marry Peach. And I was like, yep, this is the down moment, you know? Mm-hmm. All hope is lost moment. That's what I'm trying to say. Every single one.
It almost seems like we have to fucking start putting into that skeleton. Did they get isekai'd? All right, yep, that's step one of the script done.
Yes, and if you don't know what an isekai is, it's when a hero gets sucked into a world,
like a
new world.
Yeah, exactly.
Different from their own.
I will say it did work all right in this movie, just because I felt like, I don't know, man. The thing with we've watched so many fucking video game movies recently.
I'm sick of them. To be honest, I'm sick of them.
I'm pretty sick of them too, because it's literally just
except for the Resident Evil Death Island, that'd be cool.
Yeah. Well, I guess that you could be more. I feel like being excited for that makes sense because it's
something new.
It's something new. I feel like every single video game thing, it's just stuck. It can never not be, hey, you hear that noise? Oh, we're going to play Luigi's Mansion theme for Luigi and he's scared. It's haha, that's Luigi.
No, I agree.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing they do it, but it's just so it's just a fan service. Like it's just fucking like, yep. Mm-hmm.
Like the first couple times, it's like, oh, okay. But the one that actually stuck out to me was when they were still in Brooklyn, because like we said, they get isekai'd. Mario and Luigi are from Brooklyn.
Yeah,
and they
had Paulina.
It wasn't that. It was when they went to go fix the giant flood in the middle of Brooklyn. They were going down into the sewers.
Oh, and it did that do.
And behind them it said level 1, 2.
Yeah,
Did you see that?
when they were going down the stairs.
And then when it was like do, I was like, okay, they're doing the underground.
They were really. I felt like they were very clever integrating the Mario world into a script, but like just like it's like, I don't know. You just can't. It just doesn't work. It's different mediums. Like as if you're making one out of the other, you have to hit certain notes where it just feels like, I don't know. Do you understand what I'm saying though?
I think the issue for me was just like, I understand that it was trying to be a kids movie, which you don't really get a pass for it's just a kids movie, you know? Like you gotta give your movie some sort of substance. Like fucking Into the Spider-Verse is an animated kids movie, but like that's a fucking good ass movie. Why can't I don't know. It's obviously a hard thing to do, but no, what I'm saying.
No. I get what you're saying, because like it's like, all right, well, what's the message here? So Mario's dad doesn't believe in him, and nobody believes in him because he's short, and then he believes in himself, and then he does it, and then like everybody's proud of him, and it's like there wasn't a lot of like growth, I guess. But it's Mario too, so I don't know. That's why you can't fucking cross mediums. It's like, how much can you do with Mario?
I just feel like the story was just so basic. Like, what did they have, like 5 points on the outline that it was just like Brooklyn, Mushroom Kingdom,
Mario Kart. People like Mario Kart.
Yeah, like Donkey Kong, Mario Kart. They just had a list of Mario things. They're like, okay, Pauline, so they'll be in New York. Yep. Mushroom Kingdom, Mario Kart, Donkey Kong, and then the final fight. And that was it. That was the whole movie.
I will say I did like, I mean, I'll like anything that Jack Black, any part that Jack Black
was the best part for sure.
Yeah, he was awesome. Mm-hmm.
The Peaches song was
good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, like Jack Black is what made it good. Like,
yeah.
If anybody else was singing those lyrics, it would be ass.
Yeah, very, very true.
So, yeah.
I don't know. I also didn't... I guess the voice acting didn't really bother me throughout it, but it was just kind of like...
The Chris Pratt voice wasn't bad, I thought. Like, well, maybe...
It just felt exactly like the movie itself. It was just so vanilla, like, okay, like, I guess that works.
At the beginning, it was like, yeah, that's Chris Pratt Mario, but then, like, as it went on and got drilled into your head, it just kind of went by
faded
me,
away.
You know? Yeah. So that's why I guess I was like, you know what, like, it was fine. It wasn't, like, that offensive, but, like, it was actually, grating nature
I'll say... The voice acting wasn't bad. I feel like that was a big thing going in there. But I find it really funny that they legitimately had a couple scenes where Donkey Kong was looking over at Mario being like...
That was awesome. No, as soon as they cast Seth Rogen, I was like, I can't wait for him to laugh as Donkey Kong. But I think you're right, though, about... Like, it's Mario. What are you going to be able to do with it? It's such a simple concept as it is. Like, you run along, save someone that got kidnapped, and get power-ups along the way that help you platform. And and then once...
I thought all, like, genuinely, I say that, but, like, as far as you can make a fucking script for a video game thing, especially as... Mario's not generic, right? But to, like, build, like, a world, like, where there's, like, a script you follow, it's... a bit harder. I think they did it.
Well, and I think just the simple nature...
They got a passing grade. It wasn't anything...
I think the simple nature of just the Mario games themselves doesn't lend well to, like, setting up high stakes, you know? Mm-hmm. Because when Mario and Peach were talking about, like, oh, Bowser has the superstar, it's like, oh, what's going to happen if he has the superstar? And then I think Peach says it, and she's like, he'll become invincible and destroy everything. And I was like, that's such a fucking lame, like, there's, like, I just had no, like, grounding for the stakes of, like, the gravity of what was going on. And then as I thought about it more, I was like, okay, wait, but, like, if there's all these, like, power-ups in the Mushroom Kingdom, like, the rarest one is the one that does make you invincible, like, technically the star does make him invincible, but
yeah,
I
no,
don't
like
know.
you,
It was
you
just
think
like,
exactly. You think about it, and you're like, all right, I guess that is like the best way to like put it into a script where like it makes sense, and like it's impossible to make it like add to the next level where it's like a real movie almost, you know?
yeah, like at the end of the day, it's a video game power up, and it's like you don't, especially in an isekai story where you don't really have any grounding for the Mushroom Kingdom. I guess you automatically do as an established property as Mario already, but just there was no gravity to like the actual MacGuffin, you know?
Yeah, no, not at all.
And I will say another thing that I did not like about this movie, and I mean it's our own fault because we go to the movies so much, but like all the parts in the trailer, like they showed everything in the trailer. I felt like
they did.
Like
there was not a lot that was like new,
or it was just like every beat that was hit in the trailer got hit in the movie. Like it was like, okay, Mario Kart,
yeah,
Bowser,
Donkey Kong
fight, the Mario Brothers commercial.
They literally, the Mario
literally
Brothers
the
commercial.
opening scene.
Dude, the whole scene where Mario is running with Donkey Kong at the end, where they're like flipping over each other and Donkey Kong gets the fire power.
Oh yeah,
that's
that
on
was
the
in
trailer. And that was like the climax, and I was like, well, that kind of makes. And the one where he's falling on like Rainbow Road and like hops on the Koopa and shit.
Yeah,
like,
and
they literally showed us all the like highlights of the animation in the movie. It's so, dude. It's so dumb.
How cool would it have been had it been like a surprise that Donkey Kong gets the fire flower?
Yeah, true. It'd been like, oh, cool, like neat. But like
all
they
the
took
best
away,
parts were in the trailer.
They do that all the time,
Especially
like,
Illumination.
So dumb. Yeah.
I mean, actually, I don't know if I can say especially Illumination because I've only seen The Grinch and Despicable Me 1, and now this. I was talking on my ass. I just hate Illumination.
Illumination is temporarily off the immediate shit list for me.
Oh yeah,
I think this movie was well animated. I felt like they got the fluidity of like Mario's movement and like the funness of his, like that's his whole deal, right?
I agree.
And they incorporated like all his moves. Like he did the twirl, like he did the ground pounds,
but
he did the wall jumps. He put his arms out like when he's gaining speed, and I was like, okay, all right.
And when he hit the big, they didn't say Bonsai Bill, but they said like Bomber Bill or something.
Bomber Bill
with the giant one,
yeah.
And he did the spin attack into the eye.
Yeah, exactly. It was like, okay, that's kind of fun.
But wait, fuck, what was I gonna say? No, what was before that?
It's too late. It's gone forever.
Shit, I was going somewhere with that.
Yeah, it'll come back. It'll come back. You were talking about Bonsai Bill.
Yeah, slightly before that.
Oh, I have no idea.
Fuck. It will come back.
What are those spiky guys' names?
Spiny. Come on, that one's easy.
Yeah, I don't remember. Isn't Spike the guy that blows the stuff out of his mouth?
No, Spike is from a separate game called Wrecking Crew. He's Foreman Spike. Because that's another, like, you know how Mario is the main character in the original Donkey Kong?
Mm-hmm.
And, like, Mario is just randomly in a bunch of Nintendo games as cameos? Well,
yeah.
Wrecking Crew, you technically play as Mario. And, like, Foreman Spike is your boss. Like, trying to... that's, like, the story of the game, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're trying to do your job for Foreman Spike.
Interesting.
Because his hat said Wrecking Crew on it.
Ah, okay. That's fun.
Yeah, his design was good. Oh, I remember what I was going to say.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
So, my problem with Illumination is the extremely bland character designs. Like, fucking minions and everything in Secret Life of Pets and Sing. Like, the laziest, just most streamlined character designs. Right. Hang on to it.
I know.
And I think a lot of so my main criticism with Illumination was not present here because because of Nintendo's input. I think Nintendo was a huge part of setting this above other
the usual like
trash,
like quality standard the Illumination is used to.
The Illumination shovelware.
Yeah. Okay, so off that note, when you said the thing you hate about Illumination is how bland their character design is, on par with that, another thing that I fucking hate about Illumination is how unbelievably bland their soundtracks are.
Yeah.
And they played also, and like I don't remember what movie it was, but we said this earlier. It's annoying how many movies put I Need a Hero in their movies after Shrek.
Yeah, the fucking licensed music. Jesus.
And then they played Take on Me.
They did No Sleep Till Brooklyn.
They did No Sleep Till Mr. Blue Sky.
Yeah, it was that's like, in literally every movie.
I was like, all right, what's the most popular songs it is in? Like a bunch of
Thunderstruck.
They did Thunderstruck. It was like,
I was like, shit,
off.
I need to grab my drink. Which way are we going?
Yeah, that was pretty atrocious. But I will say the actual original Mario music, which I'm not sure, but I'd imagine like Nintendo had maybe their orchestra did some of it because it was really good.
I think I honestly didn't look closely in the credits. They credited Koji Kondo for like original Nintendo music. Which, I don't know how much like input.
Quick side note: Koji Kondo did pretty much all your favorite Mario music and Zelda music. Yeah, and a couple other random properties. He's the man.
Yeah, he's done all the classics.
He's the fucking music. John Williams of Nintendo.
And that's a good way to put it. Koji Kondo, the John Williams of video game music. Mm-hmm. So I don't know how much actual input Koji Kondo had, but obviously they had the ability to pull from all the Nintendo music, which is awesome. So the score was great. I feel like that's usually one of my main complaints in adaptations.
As like, they make it worse?
No, I think the music.
Oh yeah, the music is made worse by like trying to make it all like more cinematic, I guess.
But also like I feel in other adaptations they don't really. There's like one song, you know. They do the main theme song, but they don't do
that's
like
a good point.
The other music that's like associated with that character too. Like where
they had every theme in this movie. It was pretty
They
cool.
had every theme for every situation. Like,
and they even had the sound effects. The sound effects were really good. Like there was even small things where like Mario was like running through the castle and he like was trying to catch his ground, but the floor was slippery and it did the sound of him like slipping on the ice from the 2D games. And I was like, oh, that's creative.
You got all the Mario sound effects, all the music. It's like literally if you've played any Mario game, any Mario title that like includes all the party games, like you will understand, like there is a reference for you, you know, like you'll get some enjoyment out of any Mario experiences you've played, which is crazy because there's so many Mario games, and I thought it was integrated in a fine way. My biggest complaint is the bare bones story. Like it was so simple. It was so simple.
It was very simple.
But like that's Mario.
It wasn't bad simple though. It was just simple, you know?
There was just nothing that like hooked me. It was just like, okay. Like I know Mario didn't get eaten by the whale. Like it was just I don't know. You don't get to make your kids movie simple just because it's a kids movie.
I still think
that's the Illumination.
I still think Illumination is temporarily off my shit list. They're still on it. They're still on it.
Who's the top of the shit list right now?
It's probably got to be. It's always Disney.
I was also thinking Disney. That as soon as I asked it, I was like, wait, who would mine be? I mean, like, Star Wars sucks right now.
Marvel sucks right now.
They're doing the live action Little Mermaid.
Yeah, they're doing live action movies. Like if the animation,
like you better not fuck up Indiana Jones.
I have a question for you. Do you think that what's the new Pixar movie, Elementals?
Elementals, yeah. Which there was a trailer
I can't tell if I like the way it looks or if I'm like a little like weirded out by it every time I look at it.
That's the first. I haven't watched that trailer yet.
I feel like I've seen that trailer a couple times.
The first time I saw that trailer.
I think it looks different enough to where I'm a bit more intrigued from their other properties. You know, I feel like I've seen like their fucking squishy, it looks like Mario in this fucking movie. Every single 3D
Has the same face.
picture. Yeah, it's they all look the same.
I don't know. I think the concept for that one is also going to be really predictable. Yeah, it looks cool, like the visual, like and visually, it's very impressive. I will say, with the elements and stuff like fire and water, always look cool in animation. But elementals don't mix. Yeah, whatever. Come on.
Every time it starts, I'm like, am I watching Zootopia right now? Like,
yeah. All right, fuck you, Disney.
Fuck you, Disney. All right, cross that off the list. We're done.
Double check because you did it twice.
Oh wait, we might have to hit on that later though.
Yes, save some of that for later.
Shit. What were we talking about the Mario movie before? Oh,
the music.
The music was good. I feel like we live in a weird time where like before every single thing video game came out was like that was ass. There's no such thing as a good adaptation. But now there's people being like, oh, The Last of Us is the best adaptation. The new Mario movie is a really good adaptation. It's like one of the most successful movies now. And The Last of Us was extremely successful. And the new Mortal Kombat movie, I guess, got attention.
I'm not going to fact check, but I don't think the Mortal Kombat movie was
that extremely well received.
Well,
but people were excited for it.
So the thing, if I remember right, the Mortal Kombat movie came out during that time that HBO was releasing the stuff on HBO.
It came out during the same time as Godzilla versus King Kong.
Yeah, so I think honestly, like the fact that it released on streaming at the same time as the theaters definitely hurt the box office.
Yeah,
money. I don't know how you measure incoming HBO subscribers from doing that movie theater or like the release alongside release, the parallel release on both platforms. But that's where I think the Mortal Kombat movie might have been shot in the foot a little bit.
Yeah.
It wasn't given the chance to succeed.
It is wild to think how much fucking video game movies have saturated into them, like general like viewing audience of moviegoers.
Do you think that the Mario movie was faithful?
Yeah, I'd say it's faithful. Not extremely faithful, but like I don't know. I'm fine with it. Like I don't really. I like if I was to tell anybody, I'd be like, watch the live action one. You'll like it more.
I think. Well,
why do I need a Mario movie? Like, what actual purpose? And that's the fucking thing with Illumination. You showed me the fucking post, or it was like some post that we found online. Where it was like, Illumination doesn't make movies; they make products. It's literally it's a product. Why do we need a Mario movie?
Yeah. I bet we get a sequel.
I bet we get a sequel too. Or something in Nintendo. They obviously proved they could make enough money that they'll do another one.
I would not be mad about a Zelda movie. I'm not going to lie. But honestly, it might fall into the same trap of it's also very simple story.
Well, no, dude, Zelda's not simple, I feel like.
Well, I mean, just the basic concept. Well, okay, I guess you could say that.
Every game is pretty loreful.
That was dumb.
No, I get what you're saying. I get what you mean, though. To where, at the point where it's he has to save Zelda from Ganondorf.
Yeah, he's just saving the kingdom.
He has to get the Sword of Time, or,
the Master Sword.
The Master Sword, Jesus Christ, I'm fucking...
I would not be mad about a Zelda movie. I would not be mad about a Metroid movie. They would never do it, but a F-Zero movie could be cool. I don't know. I should have put together Phase 2.
An F-Zero movie in the style of Red Line.
Yeah. I should have put together the Phase 2 presentation of my Nintendo Cinematic Universe for this episode. I
wish Mario was a menace. More of a menace.
Oh yeah.
They should have made him super powerful and awesome.
So we've seen we watched the Mario movie that is very Mario focused, might not be the right word.
Related.
The most
closely tied to the actual game.
Yeah, more, you know what I'm trying to say. Faithful might not be the right word, but
But they took more they
took
weren't
more
they,
inspiration
they
from
weren't
the
as
game.
creative with their like scripts.
Exactly. It was all
With
it was
the
all,
artistic like ideas of
yeah,
Mario.
not a lot of they didn't take much creative freedom. And then we've seen the other end of the spectrum of just the fever dream Mario movie, which is way more entertaining.
Yeah. We do have an episode on that, by the way.
Which you should go watch.
Yeah.
It's funny. We have Jack on it.
Yeah. It's a good episode. That was a good movie.
And okay, so what was the first?
I'm gonna keep. I just want to keep talking shit on Disney and Illumination.
It's fun.
It's fun. Yay!
So okay, here's the parts that weren't Mario faithful were when he had the mini mushroom in the Donkey Kong fight, and he got hit and then became big. You die after one hit with the mini mushroom.
True, I didn't think of that. Is that only in the 2D Marios?
I think they added it in the new Super Mario Brothers game, like on the DS and Wii. I think it's on the DS and Wii.
The revival of the 2D ones.
Yeah.
The new Super Mario line.
It's not one of the original power-ups.
Yeah.
But I thought them just being like, yeah, like there's power-ups here. Like, yeah, that's Mario, I guess.
Yeah, it's like, all right, that checks out.
But no, I agree that just Mario isn't the right one to be adapted.
I think it would have been cool if in the middle of the movie they're like, what's that? And then a big yellow ball flies in from the fucking sky, and Wario comes down and his big purple ass fills up the entire screen, and it just goes and does like a 20-second fart scene, and all the kids in the theater are like,
There, you know what? I actually don't think did you pick up on any references from Wario and Waluigi? Me neither. So you know what? Good on them for showing restraint. They have some stuff in the bank.
Yeah.
You know, if they do Wario and Waluigi in the sequel, I might be okay with it.
I want Birdo to be in it.
Well, Yoshi's gonna be in it, and can I fucking say I called the end credits? I said it was gonna be the mid-credit scene, but I fucking called the Yoshi egg
You
cracking,
did call it,
and
yeah.
that has been fucking recorded. that I can prove that I called that.
Nice. That's fucking dope. Yeah, doesn't that just show how fucking generic and like vanilla Illuminate it's a product.
It's a product.
Whether it's a good product or a bad product can be argued, but it was a product.
And you know what? People are buying that product.
Yeah.
There was no art. It was a product.
Yeah. The animation was good. I'll give it to them this time.
The animation was all right. So yeah, Mario.
Mario.
I hope that all made sense.
That should be the end of all of our episodes. Well, hopefully you understood what we were talking about.
Yes, I agree. That would actually be good. Hopefully that made sense.
All right, goodbye.
Bye. No, but yeah, I think the next episode is I think it's the Mortal Kombat one, actually. Mortal Kombat Battle of the Realms.
The Warner Brothers animated one.
Yes. We are not seeing a movie next weekend because nothing's coming out, I don't think. So we're watching another video game movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, thank you for listening.
Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.